Welcome to Daily Bread. As always, this reading is timeless, which means whenever you find this message, or whenever this message finds you, is when you're meant to see it. So please, take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. The energy's already been cleared. Let's get started. Let's start by asking Source, what is the energy we need to focus on for today's message? What is the energy we need to focus on for this message? Source, what is the energy we need to focus on for this message? All right, so right away, shine. So Source is telling me that there's someone who's watching this right now who has really been working a lot on a lot of inner demons, or inner struggles, or inner intrusive thoughts, or inner negative thoughts that were really affecting your self-esteem. And someone realized that these intrusive thoughts were coming from outside of yourself. Even though, when we think of thoughts, we think, oh, okay, this thought is coming from inside of me, it must be mine. But that's not really how the mind works. Like sometimes the subconscious will throw a thought into your conscious mind, and it could be something that you heard from someone else or an insecurity that you had. I really see someone's insecurities shedding away. And instead of burdening you down, I really see someone who's stepping out of their comfort zone in a healthy way. So I see someone who took the time to realize that their boundaries needed work. And that's what I'm seeing. So I see someone who took or who is taking the effort right now to put their boundaries in place for their mental health, for their professional life, and also in your personal life. So for example, putting boundaries, not just with like your boss and your coworkers and your job, or your art and your clients, or, but also with your family and your friends, and romantic, partner or partners. And I'm also seeing that someone has really shed a lot of, toxic beliefs about the world. Someone is really seeing that the world is a lot bigger than the city or the town that they're from. And that a lot of people, like, you can't imagine what you've never been exposed to, and you went through that fear of having almost like exposure therapy to it as well, but you sensed it from inside, which led you to seek it, and that's why you shine. So let's dig deeper into the tarot and focus on this message, because I'm really seeing that someone is coming out of so much darkness that they're just glowing. And it's so funny because the broken parts of the darkness that you're coming out of, in your light now, those are the things that are just making you so radiant and beautiful. So I see someone who has overcome an illness or an addiction, and that has left scars on your body. I see someone who had an injury. I see someone who had a health condition again. These things, they may change our bodies, and we may see them every day, and they may be constant nightmares. But I see someone who is really embracing what their story has been, and learning to look at themselves as a survivor. Again, please take what resonates, leave the rest for someone else. Go ahead and press that like button, comment, follow, consider subscribing for notifications. Let's get started. I'm going to pull 3 cards from the What's more about shine? I'll take it. I wanted to come out, and I picked that one too. So right off the bat, these two feel like they came out together to me. You got the Sun and the Six of Swords. And you also have the Seven of Pentacles, and you also have the Two of Pentacles. So right away, what I'm seeing is with the Sun card. Okay, so the Sun card is the highest positive energy card in the deck. So we talk about shine. There you go. That's just confirmation right there. So what I'm seeing is somebody has left a lot of toxic situation. Somebody had like a hard journey to get to where you are right now. Wherever you are right now, you have found some feeling of being back on solid ground, and you had to do a lot of work. There was a lot of things that people did not see. You had a lot of hard choices but no good choices, and there was a lot of pain, a lot of trauma involved with you getting out of wherever you were. And you know what? No one can judge you for what you had to do to survive, and you are here now. And I see that you are just glowing to be here. I don't care if you just got a tent on the corner because that's your new space that you're coming into. I see someone who's ready to start there. I really see someone who has so much radiant positive energy in them that they could make a palace out of literally a bridge in a park. And you know, I don't want to joke about this at all, because homelessness is a pandemic, epidemic, and product of our culture. And I see someone who has been injured by products of our culture in so many different ways, whether it was burnout from someone's job. Like I see someone who was literally basically their job made them an indentured servant. I don't know if you had a visa, or I don't know if they had you on like these golden handcuffs where they'll help you get your degree, but you have to work there forever. But someone finally got away, and they are finally in a space where they feel like I have solid ground, and you are just so happy to be there, and you're doing what you do, which is investing in your talents and your time and your energy. And investing doesn't always mean money. Investing also means time, which is a form of money. And whoever you are a child of the universe, which means all these positive energies that you have inside of you. I see you sowing seeds. All those seeds that you sown in the past, they are going to start repaying you. So now that you are back on your solid ground and you have your head on straight, and with this Two of Pentacles, I see you have your priorities right. Listen, this is a lot of Pentacles energy, and Pentacles is energy related to stability, security, and of course these things also have aspects for material things. These are the material things, because yes, we are material, we exist materially, and you have made material investments and you felt like you lost a lot of it. But listen, you're about to start getting a lot of return on investments that you made, that also made investments for you that have been hidden. So you're looking for ways to come out of your space, and you're going to use that positive energy to get your priorities right. You're going to understand, you know, what your wants and needs are. You're asking yourself, you've got your budget in check, you got your relationships in check. I see someone who's no longer being whipped around like they're in a whirlwind. I see someone who's finally grounded, someone who's finally taken the time to nurture themselves, taking the time to nurture the things that nurture you back. And that's the energy that I'm seeing here. I'm seeing a lot of reciprocity, and I'm seeing a lot of abundance coming your way, and really like within the next week or so. And again, this message is timeless, so whenever you're seeing it, we're going to take one more card. We're going to take an oracle card to see what actions or advice we have with shining. And you know, really congratulations to you, whoever this is resonating with, and wherever it's resonating, for what you've overcome. And you know, people may look at you and say, well, how could you have stayed in that situation? And you know what? You were brave. You were trying to do whatever you had to do to survive, and nobody can look at you any kind of way. Okay? So higher power. So absolutely. So listen, you have angels, source guiding you, ancestors, wherever you believe, wherever your higher self is telling you your sources of energy are coming from. Listen, you have energy outside of yourself that has more influence than you could ever possibly imagine that is working in your favor. So I also see, if you were waiting for something, the final say does end with source, and there are higher powers, and these higher powers are attuned, and they can move people, places, situations, and circumstances, and change hearts and minds just because you shine the way you shine. So listen, I see approvals, judgments in your favor. I see acceptances into programs and universities, or something along those lines. That's definitely acceptance. I see whatever the final say was, it's definitely for you. It's you. And you're going to walk away from wherever you are now, continuing to shine, take that positive energy, get on your ground, get your priorities stabilized and in balance. And I see someone who's just about to take off and shine. So congratulations to you. So please, again, take what resonates, leave the rest for someone else. Go ahead and press that like button, comment, share with someone you care about. It may help or inspire them as well. And thank you for tuning in to Daily Bread. I'll see you next time.